Hi everyone, welcome back to Be Rich. We've got Anand back in the studio today, so we have a lot of questions which we want to ask him, which me and Kesav have been pondering on. One of the things which we've been discussing about was the real estate. Is it worthwhile buying a flat? And me and Kesav were analyzing and saying why it's not worth buying a flat and how the investment in a flat will not give you the kind of returns. Maybe in investing in a mutual fund, index fund might give you. We were comparing that, and we had done a video earlier also with Anand, where he had talked about the problem with the interest rate rising, how it's going to affect your EMI payment, and why you should avoid. But a lot of people had given comments saying that in the year 2000, 2001, if I had bought a flat and I had bought a flat for 30 lakhs, today that flat is worth over 2.5 crores, 3 crores. Yes, it is true. I'm not denying that. But those circumstances which led to that were very special. And I thought I'd let Anand elaborate why those circumstances were very special and why to repeat such a situation in India is difficult right now.
See, the year was 2004. Both Yashwant Sinha, who was the last finance minister of the Vajpayee government, and then Chidambaram, who was the first finance minister of Manmohan Singh's government, passed a rule in income tax which said that you could set off the interest that you paid on a home loan. It was originally up to 1.5 lakhs, then they made it 2 lakhs. And the principal repaid 1 lakh under 1.5 lakhs now under 80C, and 2.1 lakhs would be written off. So basically you could write off 3.5 lakhs of your interest and principal payments as an expense against your income tax. So suppose you are on a 30% bracket and you are paying a housing loan, then 3.5 lakhs could be used to set off against your income, and you could save a lakh of rupees of income, a lakh of taxes. Now, this was something very huge in 2004. So, you could buy a flat for 2000 rupees a square feet, which was the selling rate in Abhirampuram, and you did it.
Yes.
So, we did it together in
You did it.
Abhirampuram.
I was just a
Okay.
enabler.
You were the name, it was in your name.
But you did it.
Yeah. So, we bought one flat in Abhirampuram and we made the rent pay for the flat EMI, and when the time it peaked at 2010, you exited it for a very
handsome profit. You exited it for a handsome. You and Dad did.
Okay. So we exited as a family for a handsome profit. Now this is the boom that these guys are talking about.
Yes.
After 2012, the chap who bought it from you for a handsome money tried to sell it, and in fact sold the same property for a loss.
Yes.
In fact, the same property that you sold is available for buying at 30% lesser price. You will be able to buy a similar property in the same area today.
Yes.
And this is after 10 years after you have sold.
Yes, because now, the buildings also become old. Depreciations hit it also.
Yeah. So the point is, inflation means that let's keep gold, which was about 2,000 to 2,500 rupees, has become nearly 6,000 rupees. Whereas your land, flat, the very flat that you bought and sold, has remained same, which you have lost 50% of value.
True.
So what happened was, people who were renting a house at that time rushed out to buy a house, flat, and they realized that the rent they were paying was equal to the EMI, and they were getting an income tax benefit.
True.
So that set off this major real estate boom, which went on till 2012. So you could afford to travel from Mylapore to Mount Road to work, right?
Yes.
Then you keep moving. So you could go to Adayar, you could go to Besant Nagar, you could go to Tiruvanmiyur. Vellacheri as an area developed.
Very true.
Right.
Pushed all the way down OMR Road.
Pushed it all the way down to OMR Road. To a point where Kelambakam flat was available for 70 lakhs.
Yes.
When people went madly and bought in Kelambakam, they did not realize from coming from Kelambakam to Madras is next to impossible.
Yes.
Right. So they thought that is a investment flat. This is a rental flat. I will rent it out and pay interest.
Yes.
What they found that the palatial flats they had bought, including rent plus maintenance, was not even covering less than 50% of the EMI.
Yes.
And the prices collapsed. You may not like it, but prices collapsed.
True.
And now what has happened is, Now, any decent property, upper middle class, costs about 75 lakhs to 1 crore in the city.
Yes.
So, husband and wife have to be making 2.5 lakhs plus
Correct.
to take a home loan and buy that.
Yes.
That is next to impossible.
How many jobs are there which pay?
There are not so many jobs. So, what did you do? You started developing new suburbs, Rajakilpakam, there and there, from where people were bought flats for 25 to 30 lakhs. The problem is nobody wanted to stay there,
True.
right? You cannot come swimming into the city in a flood when most of those areas are flooded, nor can you work daily
Commute up and down,
up
yes.
and down. So those flats are no shells and people are not able to rent them out. So if you take a trip down OMR, Old Madras
Yes.
Road, especially after Kelambakam or around Kelambakam, you will see a lot of empty shells of property not built, so built not sold.
Yes.
In and around Tambram, if you go inside, you will find hundreds of flats. To the point, now in Chennai, there are more flats than people willing to stay there.
True. There are more
Yeah, maybe the if
certain
you give,
areas, yes.
yeah, no, in most areas, you can give the flat to them, and there are people to stay, but either they cannot pay the rent, or it's so far away from their place
Place
of
of work.
residence that they do not want to come here, come there and work.
True.
So it's next to impossible to buy a house.
True.
Now, if you buy a house,
Hmm.
say for 50, 60 lakhs, as many people are advising, and you will not be able to travel into the city.
Hmm.
By the time you travel into the city, you are dead. Even if you find a place to live close by you, place to work, say within 7 or 8 kilometers, you will not be able to sell that flat again.
Hmm.
So suppose what happens is you take a flat for 1 crore,
Hmm.
you pay 20 lakhs,
Hmm.
and then you pay it over a period of 20 years. The interest alone will come to nearly 85 to 1 crore.
Very true.
So you will pay 2 crores for that flat.
Hmm.
And 20 years later, when you sell, you are not going to get 2 crores.
Very true.
Not even the cost you paid for it.
Hmm.
Because nobody wants a old flat. Everybody will go for a new flat at the same price.
Very true.
So the price of real estate not going up is also actually price declining, because you are living in practically you will not be able to live there. A new house is any day better.
True.
So real estate as an investment is dead unless you find an area, pick up a piece of land where the city suddenly expands. Then you make a big
So you're
killing.
saying land, there's a difference between flat buying and land buying.
No, even land you buy which is already developed area, you are not going to make much money, because land is the ultimate inner cost.
Correct.
Suppose I buy
You have to
land
hedge, like hedging a bet on a stock. You have to hedge a bet on an area which is right now not developed.
not developed at all, and suddenly the city turns and moves in that
Decides
direction.
to go that side. But banks don't finance empty plots of land, no?
They don't find, you have to buy it at higher interest, and there is no way you will know. And so, but if the lower middle class wants to buy cheaper land, they buy lands where you won't even discuss. We had a good friend in Cognizant who is from Kanchipuram. You know the guy I'm talking about.
I know.
He had a friend who had bought a plot in Kanchipuram, and after 10 years he came from US. So they wanted to go see the plot. It was middle of nowhere. They had to use a compass and find the exact place and say, this is the place, most likely is my piece of land. It
Wow.
doesn't develop.
So you cannot hedge these kind of bets. And
It
the
is
investments can be
always-
deadlocked because
Yes.
getting rid of it also, there's no guarantee.
You will not get rid of it. And you have to understand, real estate market is nothing but a credit cycle.
Correct.
So the credit cycle goes up and down, interest rates go up and down.
Correct. And
The
with the
prices of stock goes up and down.
And with the current wave of interest rates, like controlling inflation, which is happening worldwide, and the ripple effects in India,
Yet
it
20
cannot get better anytime
I'll
soon.
tell you what, I demonstrated in a Tamil channel. A 20-year loan, which you took at 6.5%. If the interest rate goes to 9%,
Yeah, we did it here too.
you did it here.
We did it together.
This goes up to 100 years.
Yes.
So this is, soon you will sell, like Buffett said. If you buy things that you
But the
don't
argument people are presenting,
wait,
some people.
if you buy things you do not need, soon you will sell things that you need. I have a friend who bought a. We are all old people. He's 5 years older than me. So he found a retirement house, which is in near Mahabalipuram, and he bought a house there. And he was paying EMI. For 3 years, everything looked hunky donkey happy. Now I'm told he told me he's selling his flat in Mylapore. So why is he selling his flat in Mylapore? Because he wants to pay that loan.
I can understand that.
Because the EMI has become.
Just like what Buffett said.
Yeah. So if you buy things you don't need, soon you will sell things that you need.
Yeah, but the argument which some people are giving is that we have seen these kinds of events happening since 2000, that is, these kind of economic seismic shocks, and things recover within 6 months to a year. And don't worry that within a year or two things will become all right again. Just hang on and somehow pay the EMI. Then again you can refinance, take a lower interest. What people wait 1 second. I want you to tell people that this situation is different because never in history, in your living history, in my history, where the interest rates been like this. We've had easy money for such a prolonged period of time since last century.
20 years.
Yeah, that we do not know. Most people in this generation don't even realize that this is very different.
See, we had these high rates in 2006 or 7, and immediately it cut.
Yes.
Because we had not done QE before.
Yes.
But this inflation which you are seeing in America has not been there since 1980.
Correct.
Right? You have 23. This is a 23-year high inflation.
Yes.
This is not going to go away soon.
Yes.
So even the Fed at this time says it will take them next year to cut. And they will increase interest rates at least 0.25 more, if not 0.5. If they increase interest rates to 0.5 more, you are dead and buried because you also have to increase it here.
Correct.
So next quarter, coming next month, you are going to increase it by 0.25. So, and if they increase it another 0.5, 9% is given. Now, these Indian banks have a bad habit. When they have to raise rates, they'll raise it very fast. When they have to drop it, they forget to drop it.
Correct. Do you think that Indian election cycle will play any role in this? No, right? Whichever party, whatever happens, nobody can do anything about this.
Economics is completely different.
Correct. It's independent of.
It's independent of all this.
Okay. So I hope you guys got some clarity in this. Why Anand and me have been saying what we said. And I hope it answers some of the questions we've been saying in the comments. If you don't believe us, I hope you are sure of what you're doing. That's all I'm saying.
Thank you for watching. Be Rich. If you like the content, hit the like button of this video. Subscribe to my channel and turn on the bell notification. If you do not turn on the bell notification, you will not be notified every time we put out a video. Once again, I thank you for your support for Be Rich. I propose to visit to the city of Singapore between April 30th and May 1st. Whether you would like a meeting on 30th April or May 1st, I leave it up to you. If you wish to contact me or attend that meeting, please send a message to the WhatsApp number given below and drop a mail to the mail ID given below. My team would get in touch with you, finalize the venue and the date, and we'll put out one more ad. But those who desirous of meeting me in Singapore in the last week of April and the first week of May may contact the WhatsApp number below or write a mail. Thank you. It's a great privilege and honor that so many of you in thousands have subscribed to my channel and have supported me. I have written 2 books in English, The Alchemy of Money and Ordinary Stocks, Extraordinary Profits. These books are published by us and are ready. If you want to procure a copy, send us a message to the WhatsApp number given below and my team would respond to you. If you want an Amazon Kindle copy, you can click the link below. Finally, those who wish to consult with me can send a mail to berichenglish@gmail.com. Once again, I thank you for your support. If you like this video, press the subscribe button of my channel, hit the like button and turn on the bell notification.